Welcome back to Post Time. The standardbred racing community is familiar with John Hensley as being the Senior Director of Horse Racing at Dover Downs. But did you know that recently he was inducted into the Wesley College Athletic Hall of Fame for his accomplishments in baseball? Recently, I caught up with John to talk about this amazing honor. John joins me now. We're in the awesome Race and Sportsbook here at Dover Downs, and thank you for being on. You know, this is such a great honor. You're in the Wesley College Athletic Hall of Fame. Tell me about that. How do you feel about it?
It's a huge honor. It really is. It was a surprise. Coach Drass, who is the athletic director, also the head football coach, he reached out to me this summer, said, "Johnny, give me a call." I didn't know what he wanted. I called him. He said, "News, you've been nominated to the Wesley College Sports Hall of Fame." To be nominated and included with unbelievable athletes that have played every sport at our school. It's an incredible honor just to be thought of, much less inducted. It really is.
It's nice that you got a phone call like that, because usually when I say, "Hey, John, give me a call," I have a favor, right? Okay, so how did you start playing baseball?
It's all I've done all my life. I grew up in the Baltimore area. I was always a baseball player, grew up as an Orioles fan, thought I would be playing second base for the Orioles. Unfortunately, not too many guys 5'7", 150 play second base for the Baltimore Orioles or for anybody, with some exceptions, Dustin Pedroia and some very good athletes that were leaps and bounds better than me. But at the level I played, I was fairly competitive. So.
Do you have a favorite memory or a favorite game?
I was fortunate to play with a great bunch of guys that carried me around. We beat Johns Hopkins my junior year. They were ranked 7th in the country, and we were just a small school from Delaware, and we went over and beat them on their home turf. That was a cool game, very cool game.
Okay, now on to another sport that you are obviously into, harness racing. How did you get involved with horse racing?
Been around horses all my life, too. My father, as I said, I grew up in Baltimore. He was a Baltimore City police officer. It was not odd for him to stop by and pick me up from school and take me to the track and say, "Don't tell your mother we're going to the track." So I took the racing form to show and tell as a kindergartner, and it's just been in my blood. As all of the fans that we have, it's generally in their blood, and that's how you end up here, and it's, you don't get rid of it.
You know, it's funny you said that story about, like, don't tell your mother. Really what the dads can tell their kids is, "Tell your mom I'm taking you to the zoo." Now, the only animal there happens to be a horse, but, it is what it is, right?
Horse zoo, and you can bet at the zoo. It's a wagering zoo.
I like that. Okay, there's actually a tie-in with a coach. Do you have a coach that was a horseman as well?
We got into standardbred racing in Delaware thanks to Bill Haggerty. I played my Little League baseball in Harrington. He was my coach for the Legion team. Dad and Bill hit it off. Bill talked him into getting horses, as all good trainers do, talking owners into buying horses to get some training bills on some horses. But we grew up with them, ran around with them, ran around Harrington Raceway, had the best cheeseburgers on Saturday mornings of any track kitchen I can remember, for anyone that remembers back to the track kitchen in Harrington. And so that's how we got involved in standardbred racing. So.
You moved into management then, because actually before you got here to Dover, you were at Harrington. Gosh, it seems a little too long ago.
Almost 20 years ago. It was 97 when I started at Harrington. Depending on who's watching, some will say I shouldn't be in management, but we do the best that we can, and I've come a long way since 1997 in the industry with what I've learned and what we do, and it has really evolved in Delaware just in that time span, really just in the last 10 years, and I've been at Dover for 14. I did a short stint with a company called youbet.com in the middle of Harrington and Dover, working back with thoroughbreds. But it's been an incredible ride, and I'm looking forward to whatever time I have left in the business. Hopefully it's a long time.
Yeah, I just want to make one last point. This is a really great product. I mean, I know people like to go out there and do scratch-off tickets or whatever, but when you look at a program, it's a puzzle you have to put together, and it's a great product.
And that's who it matches with as a consumer. If we look at this as a gambling product, there is a niche of people that will choose this over a slot machine. Unfortunately, that niche is a little smaller, but it's because probably most people are looking for something a little easier. If you want to put the time and work into learning how this all works, it's an incredibly fun time. Just learning curve's a little bit long, but it's worth it.
Thank you, John, so much for being on the show, and congratulations!
Thank you. It's an incredible honor. Thank you.